You're a voiceover artist looking to start, build, and grow a successful voiceover career. Right now, you may be confused as how to even start, or you're just simply stuck. That ends now. Let's get you started with this podcast, Steps to Voiceover Success. What's good, everybody? Welcome into Steps to Voiceover Success right here inside of Earl Hall Studio. Today, we're going to be talking about how you can start your voiceover business, what it's going to take to grow it in 2023, but you got to get started first. Hey, make sure you do check out the podcast. The links are in the description as well. We got an audio podcast, y'all. You can get it everywhere. Look, this podcast, this live stream that I do every Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is for you, the brand new, the up and coming voiceover artist that is looking to start, build, and grow a successful voiceover business. That's what we're here to talk about, and that's what we're going to be talking about on today. As you're coming in, leave me a comment, shout me out, or whatever. Shout yourself out so I can shout you out. Let me know that you're in the house on this morning. There are some things that let's just say aspiring voice actor needs to understand. They need to understand what it's going to take to actually do this thing and do it right. And I'm talking about from the complete beginning. Like before you get your mic, before you download Audacity, before all of this stuff, what are the things that need to occur to make sure that you're setting yourself up for success? Meaning that you're serious about doing voiceover and you're in this thing for the long haul. Because so many times what I see is that people will get in, they'll jump out. They'll get in, they'll jump out. Why are they getting in and jumping out? They're getting in and jumping out because maybe they're not making money fast enough. They can't quite figure out their DAW, their digital audio workstation, the software that you record your voice with. That's what we call it. We call it a DAW. They don't understand whether they need to use a XLR type microphone, which is the microphone with the big fat cable, or if they can use a USB microphone. They're trying to figure all of these things out. They're trying to wonder, where can I download scripts from? Where can I, get these practice scripts from? And there's all of these different questions. But one of the things that you guys have helped me out with over the past 2 weeks or so is really getting a firm, clear understanding of what you guys actually want to know about. And there's the audience that I have that has not started yet, and then there's the audience that I have that is just getting started, right? And that's where my focus is. The audience that just hasn't started yet, or they just got their mic, right? And they're just getting started, and they need to know what those next steps are. It's one of the reasons that I've done this, that I'm doing this thing here. Look, if you want to talk to me so we can develop this strategy and all this other kind of stuff, all you have to do is get my 3 books. And when you get these 3 books, I don't care if you get them in Kindle format. I don't care if you get them in the paperback format like I have here. The Kindles go for $4.95 or $4.99. The paperbacks $9.99. You get all 3 of my books and you get a free session with me. No questions asked. You get these books because these are going to get you on your way. And then you're really going to have some questions for me, right? You're going to have those questions. So get those books, get a free session with me. All you have to do is take a screenshot or whatever of your receipts, DM me like on my IG account at Earl Hall Studio, or you can email me, earl@earlhallstudio.com. You can just send me those screenshots or whatever, and I'm just going to immediately send you back a link to get on my calendar so that we can chop it up, we can chat, we can develop some sort of strategy and plan to move you along. With that, exciting stuff coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow what is today? Today's the 4th, so tomorrow's November 5th, is going to be our very first Mastermind session for all the folks that have joined the Steps to Voiceover Success Mastermind. We're going to be doing some amazing things in this mastermind. Some amazing trainings are going to be going on there. Obviously, it's going to be a lot different. It's going to be on Zoom. So we can talk to each other, right? You don't have to sit there and try and type in a question. You can share your screen with me so I can show you some things you might want to switch around in your DAW, like we were talking about before, right? And then also you get free access to all of my courses. Free access to all of my courses. If you want the information on how you can be a part of this mastermind, hit me with a comment. And I will go ahead and send that information to you. Or I could put a link in the description, I guess, right? I could just put a link in the description and you guys can see that. But my mastermind is going to be every Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the brand new up and coming voiceover artist that is looking to start, build, and grow a successful voiceover career. That's what we're going to be doing. Now, let me tell you here, because a lot of folks I understand are struggling with the start. I told my good friend Cyrus Webb this morning, I got to write another book. I have no idea what the title will be for this book, but it is going to be geared toward that person that literally has not bought a microphone. They have not started yet. But you know what? They have the inkling and the desire that they want to do this, but they might just need a little bit more information to kind of see what they're getting themselves into, right? Who thinks that would be a good idea? Anybody in here? I don't know. Leave me a comment, chat, something. Anybody think that would be a good idea to do? All right. So now today, when we're talking about getting started in voiceover going into 2023, all right, today, as I'm recording this live stream, it is November 4th. So you've literally got less than 60 days before the new year hits. And I want you to get started before that hits, right? Good morning, Kay. Glad to have you in the house. Thank you so much for being here with us. Now, I don't want you, Kay is saying yes, she thinks that's a good idea. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't want you waiting until the first of the year, making some sort of New Year's resolution that you know you're not going to keep, right? So many people make these New Year's resolutions, self-included, or have in the past, and you don't keep them. You know, everybody's waiting till the holidays to, you know, get back in the gym. Did you know that January is the hottest for gyms? I mean, everybody's in the gym. Everybody and their brothers in the gym because everybody's made a New Year's resolution. I'm going to lose weight this year. By February, they're all out of the gym. I don't want you doing this with your voiceover career. If it is something that you want to get into, you got to take it serious. This is, especially if you want to build a business around it. And there's so much that goes into just that and understanding that it is a business that you're going to build. It's not some sort of hobby. And here's the key thing. One of the key things too, it's not something that's just going to be easy. So don't get it twisted. This is not an easy thing. I don't care what business you start. I don't care what entrepreneurial venture you go into. As a matter of fact, November is National Entrepreneurship Month. You need to get this started now. You need to get going now. So what are the steps? And there are 4 steps here. There are 4 steps to go ahead and get this thing started. And I'm going to tell you how to do it. And I want you to do it before we get to the new year. Okay? Now, the first step is you got to make a decision. You have to make a decision. It's so funny. I can ask people things, you know, when did you start thinking about getting into voiceover? Oh, about a year ago. Really? A year ago? So why haven't you started? Well, and then they run down a laundry list of excuses, you know, for not going on and getting started. Now, I understand that even to make that decision, especially if you've been watching YouTube videos and all these other kind of stuff, people are showing you all these expensive mics, these expensive gear, these expensive, you know, what do you call them? Vocal booths and all this other kind of stuff. And you have no clue how to go ahead and do this thing. And some of it can be rather intimidating. I admit it can be rather intimidating. So when you're looking at getting started, the first thing is to make that decision. You got to make that decision. And the decision has to be something like this: no matter what, I'm getting started today. Whatever this is that I need to, I've got to get this. Look, I'm starting today. Or give yourself a date. But don't make it 30 days from now. Don't make it 2 weeks from now. I think I'm sweating. I just got out of the shower too, so now I'm still sweating. Don't make it 60 days from now. Don't make it the new year. Don't make it the new year. You want to get this thing going and you want to get it going today. So now that's step 1. You just have to make the decision that you're going to do it and start. So what's the next step you have to take after you make the decision? Buy a microphone. You need a microphone. You can see plenty of different reviews and different things that I've done on mics and all of these things. And it's one of the things I'm going to be talking about, obviously, in the mastermind that we're starting tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern as well for the Steps to Voiceover Success Mastermind. What kind of mic do I need to get? Do you have $30? We can start with $30. Probably a little bit under. And I can go ahead and point you in a direction. Now I want you to think about something. Because when people talk about, or when they think about investing in their businesses, they look at it as a cost. It's not a cost. Investing in your business that you're serious about is not a cost. It is an investment because $30 can translate into $3,000 real quick. Once you get everything learned and you're ready to go, $30 can let's just make it a little less number. $30 can translate into $300. Would you spend $30 to make $300? All right, well then let's go. Okay? So, step 1, you made the decision. Step 2, buy your microphone. What's step 3? Step 3 is simply download your audio recording software. Go on Google, get on your laptop, your computer, download Audacity. What's funny is I started yesterday, I started creating a course specifically geared towards Audacity users. Many of you may know I use Adobe Audition, but I know so many of you use Audacity, which is an outstanding and superb software. Don't get it twisted. I don't care that it's free. You will probably never need any other software other than Audacity unless you just want to move to something else, right? So I started preparing this course yesterday, and this is going into the mastermind as well. And this course is all about how to use Audacity to create your demo. That's what I'm working on right now. It should be done by the weekend, actually. I spent some time, just a little bit of time yesterday, creating the first part of it. It's pretty in-depth. And the second part, or the second video, is going to be where I'm showing you how to incorporate music and things of that nature. Because one of the things that you're going to need as a voiceover artist is a demo. You're going to need a demo. And so all those people that are members of the Steps to Voiceover Success Mastermind, you get this for free. It just comes included with that. And again, if you want to know how you can get in on this, because the first session is going to be tomorrow, Saturday, November 5th, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every Saturday, 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good morning, Victor. Sorry about that cough. I couldn't get to my mute button fast enough on that one. Audacity is an amazing software. So that's step 3. You have to download your audio recording software. People will ask me all the time, what is the best audio recording software to download, aka DAW, Digital Audio Workstation. That's what we call it in the biz, DAW. What is the best audio recording software to use? It is the one that you know. It is the one that you know. That is the best DAW to use. You can listen to, people saying, "Oh, you got to use Adobe Audition if you want to be professional. Oh, you got to use Studio One if you want. Oh, you have to use Pro Tools if you want." Don't. All of them do the same freaking thing. And none does it any better than the other. It's just different processes to get the thing done. Okay? All of them do the same thing. Just because you have Pro Tools doesn't mean you have better audio. Nothing to do with that. Okay? So download the audio recording software. That is step number 3. Step number 1, make the decision. Step number 2, buy your mic. And don't let cost be a thing that hinders you from that. Don't believe the hype that you have to go out and spend $500 on a mic to get started. You do not have to go out and do that because we're just getting started. And let's just be honest. Maybe at this point, you really don't even know if you're going to continue on in it. So why invest a ton of money? Just start. Step 2, buy the mic. Step 3, download your audio recording software. Put in chat, what DAW are you using right now? Those of you that are in here live, even if you're watching the replay, you can put that in comments. I'm using what? What are you using as your DAW? Right? Now, after you've done step 1, 2, and 3, step 4. This is the final step. This is the final step, y'all. Are y'all ready for this final step? Are you ready? Are you ready? Make your first recording and start editing your audio. Those are the 4 steps. You can accomplish those 4 steps in the next week. If you haven't got your mic yet, you can order your mic. I've got links in the description. You can order your mic. You can look around and search. You can watch last week or the week before's video where I'm talking about literally a $30 microphone. I just uploaded a video on the channel the other day about a $30 microphone. So what's really the thing that's holding you back? Some people have a fear of failure, or they don't believe in themselves enough, or whatever it is that you are struggling with, or whatever, that you won't go ahead and make that start. And again, that's why the start is the hardest point. What's up, I am Vac. Glad to have you in here. Thank you so much for being here with us this morning. Whatever excuses you're giving yourself, it's the thing that you're putting in front of your success. Whatever excuse you're giving yourself is the thing you're putting in front of your success. It is not a reason for not succeeding. It is just an excuse. Most things are not reasons. They're just excuses that we give ourselves license to believe in many cases. So in the next week, you could actually accomplish all 4 of these tasks. So that by the time we roll into 2023, you will be well on your way. Because let me just tell you, until you do these 4 things, make a decision, buy a mic, download your audio recording software, and make your first recording and start editing your audio, until you do those 4 things, you really don't have any questions. But when you do those 4 things, the questions, the intelligent questions, the real questions will come. So many times before people do these 4 steps, they want to talk about, well, how much money can I make? Well, nothing until you do these 4 steps. Well, how do I get an agent? Well, you don't until you do these 4 steps. Well, how do I make money on Fiverr? You don't until you do the 4 steps. The money can come, but not until these 4 steps are done. Not until these 4 steps are done. Because when these 4 steps are done, your eyes will start opening to not only the potential, but your eyes will start opening to what you need to learn more of. Because I can tell you this right now, watching YouTube videos on how to do audio production will confuse the crap out of you. That's why I'm doing the Mastermind, because I don't want people to be confused. You just talk to me. Let's share your screen on Zoom and let me show you exactly what we're talking about here, right? Because I am Vac says you are so right. Thank you so much, Vac. You guys know I love you guys so much. And for doing this as long as I've done it, and realizing the struggles that people face just getting into this industry, not just because of the sheer difficulty of doing voiceover, but even the things you have to overcome from our own industry, from people trying to tell you that you're not doing voiceover unless you're using this type of mic, unless you have this type of recording space, unless you're using this DAW. But we only know what we know, and we don't know what we don't know. And so we're getting advice and suggestions from these folks that have quote unquote made it. And the truth of the matter is they didn't start there. I didn't start there. I keep telling you, go look at some of my early YouTube videos. Go look at my earliest YouTube videos and see where I started and what I started with. You can start where you are, but it comes down to just making that decision to go ahead and do it. Now, we're kicking off, like I said earlier, I've said maybe 2 or 3 times, we're kicking off the Steps to Voiceover Success Mastermind tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will put the link in the description for this later on, but if you like it, you can go ahead and comment on this video. If it's not there yet, I should have put that there, but I wasn't thinking. Or shoot me a DM over on Instagram. If you're there, just at Earl Hall Studio, you can DM me. Many of you are connected with me on Facebook. Shoot me a DM. I'll shoot you over the link so that you can get started with that mastermind, so that you can get access to all of my free classes and courses that are there already, and get this thing going and get it underway. I do have a small intimate group over on Discord, and that link is in the description as well. But everything you can find, you can go to the link that is for my link tree that is in this as well, and you can get this thing underway. I'm telling you what, there is a lot that needs to be covered even yet when it comes down to how to get into this thing called voiceover. And that's the thing. How to get, maybe that's the title of my book. How to get into voiceover. Maybe that's it. Shoot me some suggestions on that, will you? For the title of my book that's going to be focused on just that. How to get into voiceover, meaning these 4 steps. And it's going to be focused on these 4 steps. So, hey, if you want to help a brother out, definitely appreciate it. Make sure that you do check the links in the description. We do have the audio podcast that goes up every Saturday as well of this show. So if you want to listen to audio and you don't want to sit here and look at my ugly mug, you can just listen to the audio podcast. Links are in the description for that. Everything can be found on my Linktree link. So go ahead and check that out. You guys are awesome and amazing. I will be back here for you next Friday, as always, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Love you guys to pieces. Hey, you are so valued here, and I want to thank you for just listening, commenting, and sharing. You can tune in live every Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on my YouTube channel, and you can also subscribe to the Steps to Voiceover Success podcast on your favorite podcast platform. Links are below. I'll see you on the next episode. Go record some amazing voiceover.